Hello Aries, I'm Tamara and I'm going to do your Christmas special. It's a very sort of short reading. I've just decided to do it this December because it's Christmas, it's celebration, and it's just give you a little test what's happening for you, in December and onwards. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle the cards. And then we go ahead and see what's going on for you in December 2017 and going into the January 2018. And it's a Christmas special. All right, so the main two cards for you, dear Aries, are Six of Wands and Two of Wands. Here we are. Okay, so we go into the year 2018. I already published the yearly reading, so if you're interested to see what's the year ahead of 2018 holds for you, dear Aries, go have a look at my YouTube page, and all the readings are there for every single month. And for this Christmas period and beginning of the January, the first card we have for you, which is the main theme of this reading, is the Six of Wands, which is the card of victory, card of recognition. So you go into the new year with the victory, with the recognition for, it's not that being famous, but it's like people would recognize your achievements. That's what it is, and being really just happy and achieve what you wanted to achieve. So you will leaving the year 2017 with your head lifted high, and just being on a horse, how to say. And the next card for you is the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is the card of planning. It's maybe planning for the future, planning for we normally do like Christmas, New Year resolutions, starting planning for the next year, thinking about which way you're going to take, this way or that way. The only thing I would like to say to you, this card is a really nice card, saying that whatever way you will choose to go in the future, both paths are, very sort of, will be successful for you. Whatever way you will choose to go, both ways, you will achieve what you wanted to achieve, dear Aries. It's very nice messages for you. And you started this sort of Christmas period, of course, with the overindulgence. What else can I say? With overindulgence, drinking, having a lot of food. And it's a Nine of Cups, being jolly, being happy, being emotionally satisfied. It's a really positive card. It's having all your cups full with the positive emotions, dear Aries. And you will, as I said, it was mentioned about the New Year resolutions, you will decide that for the next year, for the January 2018, or for the next year, you're going to leave everything, whatever didn't serve you, whatever was, whatever negativity was in your life, whatever, problems or troubles you had in the previous year, you're going to leave all this behind, and you can turn your back to all this negativity and move forward away from all that. And it's very nice, Eight of Cups, very nice positive card. And the similar card next to it, you've got the Six of Swords, where you're actually moving away from everything which didn't serve you, any troubles, any problems, any situations which didn't serve you. You're going to leave all those on this side, on this bank of the river, and you're going to move to the calmer shores. And to the place where, you know, you will be much happier. It sometimes represents maybe just a mental movement where you decided, similar to the Eight of Cups, where you decided that you're going to leave everything behind and move on. It's a mental movement. But sometimes it actually talks about physical movement, about physically moving from one place to another, somewhere where you decided to be you will be much happier. Sometimes it talks about traveling by water, or actually moving somewhere where there is a water, maybe to the, even if it's just a pond, maybe a house with a pond, or house or a place by the water, by the river, by the seaside. So somewhere like this. The only sort of message I want to pass to you, dear Aries, if you notice there's all these swords on the boat which this lady is traveling. Swords represents our thoughts, our mental, our conscious, subconscious, our way of thinking. And if there is any negative thoughts left in your head, of any negativity, the card is telling to you, that message behind this card is that you need to drop all that during this journey. So when you actually arrive to that calmer shores, there's no negativity, no baggage left. That's what it talks about. And it tells you, it's very, very positive reading for you, Aries. It's just like proper Christmas sort of reading. It tells you about the card here is a magician. It's a major arcana card. It's a very significant card. Gives you a really strong message that you are a magician. You're going from this year to the next year to be like this magician who is manifesting everything. He's got this infinity sign over him, and in front of him, by you know, underneath his hand, he's got all the 4 major elements of the tarot card, of the elements of earth. So he's got a wands, which represents creativity, passion. He's got a swords, which was a mental capacity. He's got pentacles, which is money, finances, anything, any sort of tangible resources. And then he's got the cups, which is emotions, which is love. And it tells you that you've got all these, dear Aries, in order to move successfully into the next year. It's all under your hand, and you can use all these resources, all these tools in order to manifest what you want in life, and in order to move forward in life. It's a fantastic card. It's starting something new, manifesting. You know, having all this power, having all this ability, having all these tools to do all that. And another card, here we have 9 of Cups, happiness, and you've got wish fulfillment card. If you know, look at this, it's a couple holding hands together, and they've got the rest of the cups. It's a card of happiness. It's a card of emotional fulfillment. It's a card of wish, wish fulfillment. Any wishes you had, and we attempt to, have wishes during the Christmas and New Year, and all those wishes will come true for you, dear Aries. Very nice, very fantastic reading for you. And then underneath we have a 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles is telling you that you need to keep things in balance. There will be period when you will be up and down. If you notice, one up, one down, there will be, we all go through the roller coaster in our life. Sometimes it's all really nice, next day it also talks about finances. Be very sort of careful with the finances, juggle them rightly, put them in a balance. Or whatever situation in your life, if you've got work and household to look after, make sure you balance all this correctly, relationship and work. So try to put everything, juggle all this, and juggle all this, but juggle, put things in a balance. And something I was going to say. Yeah, when you're juggling sort of things, if it's about money, I know that it says that it might not be very much money, but you're actually doing really well dealing with the money. Even there is no like a huge big abundance of them. Whatever you have, you're dealing with the money issues really well. You're juggling them really well, dear Aries. And the next card is the Sun. It's just fantastic card. Is the card of brightness. You will go into the next year with all this warmth, brightness, happiness, maybe just going on holiday somewhere warm with this nice, bright sun. It's a card of just happiness again. There's a lot of happy cards over here. It's very nice, nice reading. I'm glad that you are the first one. I've started this series of the videos for the special Christmas readings, tarot readings, and yours is so positive, and I hope all the rest will be like this, because I want people to finish the year and get into the next year all, with lots of hopes and happiness in their lives. And it does tell me that it's all very sort of nice for you during this period, the Aries. The Sun card is again another major arcana card. It's brings you a lot of success and happiness during this period. And the last card for you is the card of the Hermit. The Hermit represents Virgo sign. Virgo could be significant for you during this period, or maybe it's significant in your life, dear Aries. But it also tells you that use that light. It's the end of the year. It's a time of retrospection, when we look inside of ourselves, we evaluate everything, what was happening in our life, we assess our values, in our lives. And it tells you, yes, it's actually quite nice during this period to take a time off. And be a little bit as hermit, maybe just even for a couple of hours, for whatever period you can, and look deep inside of you. Use that torch of wisdom and lead inside yourselves. Look deeper into your soul. Look deeper into your heart and see what has actually served you this year, what doesn't serve, and why. And that little sort of cleansing sometimes is very useful for us, because we can get rid of, or at least make a decision how to to balance all this. And you have got the balance card over there, judgment and balance, juggling and balancing everything. So yes, it's very, very positive for you, dear Aries, for this period, Christmas and New Year, and going into the beginning of January. And I'll just want to draw additional card from the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck, and see what's an additional message we have for you, dear Aries. I'll just shuffle those cards and see what's an additional oracle message I have for you, dear Aries. Okay, one dropped. So it's called Lord Shiva. Shiva is transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. So honor your inner force. It's very similar to the magician. You have got, it tells you that you've got all the tools, and it's also goes really well with that victory card, where you're manifesting, your victory, manifesting that you've been recognized for your achievements, so you're sort of like a famous, maybe in your little circle. It goes really well with that, so you've got inner force, and just go ahead, dear Aries. Fantastic sort of end of the year for you. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you would like a private reading, please contact me. My email address is over here, and I've got a website where you can contact me and see all the prices for my private readings, or contact me over my Facebook page or by email. And thank you very much for watching, and see you next year. Happy New Year, dear Aries.